So I've shown some of my apple trees on stream before. It's been a little while since I have. And some of my apple trees, namely like this one, have gotten pretty friggin' tall. So this apple tree is about 2-ish years old. I grew it from seed. You can't even see the top of it like that. So I gave it this support stake because it was getting tall. This is how tall my red tree is now. I call it my red tree because it develops red leaves that slowly turn green as they mature. So you can see the top is all these nice, pretty red leaves, and then the more mature ones have this dark green to them. So I call it my red tree. And this is, I've been growing several apple trees from seed. This is my one apple tree that I'm gonna for sure keep for myself. I'll probably give away the other ones. Because I think that this tree is gonna be really, really beautiful at full size in both the springtime and the fall time. What with like the nice, beautiful crimson red leaves. So let's say Plants vs. Zombies with one of my favorite actual plants. This tree that is so tall that my camera is not gonna show the top of it. And as for potatoes here, so here's the potatoes I grew this year. Is while we're talking about ketchup and stuff here. So here's like typical Yukon Gold potato. Like this is the kind of look that you kind of expect from a potato, is like this typical yellowish kind of color. It still has a little bit of dirt on it here. Meanwhile, purple potatoes can look something like this. This is kind of the extreme end. These are almost black on the outside. These are called Violet Queen potatoes. So they're kind of black on the outside. You cut into them and they're a deep, rich purple. And they were kind of hard to find in the soil because they look like rocks almost. And I had to like sift through the soil being like, what's a potato and what's a rock? So yeah, they have deep purple insides. You make mashed potatoes or, cut up potatoes out of these. And they're just like a deep, rich purple. And they're really tasty. They're really quite cool. I found them at a farmer's market last winter. And I got a bag. I tried out some of them to see if they tasted good. They did. And then I saved the other ones. I put them aside to like plant them the following year. So I harvested these in like September, something like that. It's currently October 31st, Halloween. And what's really crazy, one of them is already starting to grow. So, well, it's breaking the track in my camera. So you can see this tiny little purple stalk coming out here. So that can develop into roots or leaves or whatever it needs to be. But it'll develop like a whole long shoot here. By the time springtime runs around, this thing's probably going to be like yay long if this past winter was any indication. But yeah, the stalks that it shoots out, on the red potatoes it makes red stalks, on the yellow potatoes it makes yellow stalks, and on the purple potatoes it makes purple stalks, as one could expect. So this color of the stalk that's growing out of here is kind of what the color of the inside of this potato is. Like, I'm not going to break it open to show the inside. You can Google what Violet Queen potatoes look like on the inside if you want to see the inside there. Like, I'll break them open when I'm actually cooking them and stuff is what I figure. So, yeah, there's a little lesson in potatoes and stuff there. So, every year I plant a patch of potatoes, harvest them, eat a whole bunch of them, and I always set aside some of them for planting the following year specifically. So I keep kind of multiple generations going. So, like, this guy, for example, that's already growing is probably going to be growing pretty decently well. I'm probably not going to eat this guy. I'm probably going to just put this guy in the ground next spring when it's got a stalk like yay long. In which case I just like dig a trench and I lay them down horizontally so that they can root across like a large length, a large span there. So yeah, there's a fun little potato lesson there. I would like to try to grow like more varieties of purple potato. I really like growing unique, different kind of things. Like another thing that you would have never guessed has a bazillion colors to it are carrots. I grew a whole bunch of different colors of carrots this year. This year I grew orange, yellow, white, purple, and red carrots. I think that's all the colors that I was growing this year. There's so many different colors and flavors of all sorts of different things. Or even like apples. Most apples have yellow flesh to the inside of them. Like you eat into an apple and the inside is like yellowish, whitish. This guy here, this tree, there's a good chance that the flesh of these apples, once it's mature enough to bear fruit, will actually be red instead of yellow or white. The parent that this tree came from is called Red Wonder, which is a type of red-fleshed apple. This might not have red flesh just because it was cross-pollinated with another type of apple to make the seed. You take a fruit from seed, like an apple, and it's probably going to be a whole new variety. Take something like a tomato from seed, and it'll probably be true to type since they usually pollinate themselves, but things like apples are usually self-sterile, so they're usually going to cross-pollinate, which means you plant something from seed, it's going to be a new hybrid. So this is a new hybrid. This is the only apple tree of this genetic makeup in the world. This is a unique variety. I can name it myself. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. But when I eventually get fruit off of it, it'll be my own, like, unique apple, one of a kind. And I can name my apples there. Will be the case. So, I think I missed so much here. Put red dye on their hot dogs to make it look better? What? Well, let's see here. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And to top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms. Guess I'll fall asleep during the day. That's just dandy. Man, my throat doesn't like doing that voice there. Really doesn't seem like... Alright, and then just like typical stuff, I guess. Sure, sounds good there. So, I grew 7 apple trees from seed initially. 3 of them have died. Like, 3 of them haven't made it. But the other 4 are okay. I had 3 of one kind, 3 being like Red Wonder crossed with something else. I don't know what here. This is the only one that's lived. And I'm really glad that this is the one that's lived because this is my favorite tree, my red tree. So this is my only Red Wonder hybrid. And the other 3, the one where I used to have, where I used to have 4 of them, but one of them died and now I have 3, is a cross of Prairie Sensation Apple is the type that I know is for sure like what it came from because it's the type of apple I got the seed from. And the most likely cross-pollination partner is called Prairie Magic. So these are 2 varieties of apple that were developed, by the University of Saskatchewan to be like just good, really nice tasting, fresh eating apples that are hardy enough to grow here in the Canadian prairies where it gets really freaking cold. So it seems very likely that this type of apple, well, both these types of apples will be like really cold hardy. They'll be able to survive in this climate just fine considering they came from apples that were grown in this climate. Oh my god. But the Prairie Sensation and the... Oh man, whoops. The Prairie Sensation and the Prairie Magic apples were both, like, bred specifically to create, like, good prairie-eating apples. So, the combination of the 2 is probably gonna be pretty good, too. Like, I won't know what it tastes like until, you know, I actually get to eat one. But chances are it's probably gonna be pretty good, I'm thinking. And that one, because it's a cross of Prairie Sensation and Prairie Magic, we've got, like, the whole prairie theming going on there. That one I actually have a name in mind. That one I figure I'd call Prairie Harmony. Kind of play off of, you know, my whole Harmonia thing going on here. And it's the harmony between Prairie Sensation and Prairie Magic. So we keep, like, the prairie theme going while having a word that kind of exemplifies that it's a cross between the 2. And it's just kind of perfect there. So, yeah, I'm thinking that those ones I'm going to call Prairie Harmony apples. But this one, that's Red Wonder crossed with something else. I don't know what. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Like, I've been thinking about that for the past couple of years here. And, you know, maybe it's too early to be thinking about that. Who knows? Like, maybe my tree won't make it all the way, but, you know, maybe it will. And by streaming here, I'm playing games with it. It'll grow and be better. You know how people talk to plants and then they do better? That's like me when I stream with my plants. Also, something that I find really cool about it as well, looking up at it and seeing the underside of the leaves, is the fact that the veins of the leaves are red on this. Like, you can kind of tell here. But red veins. Isn't that cool? Such a cool plant. Anyway, this is my favorite tree that I have right now. Wow. And I really hope that it makes me... I got a whole bunch of dirt on the blanket that's on my lap here. I just washed this. I just finished washing earlier today, and now I'm getting dirt on it. I really should have put a little mat under it here. Oh, well, whatever, man. So yeah, there's a little apple education. You want to buy an extra seed slot? Cost you 5,000, but you'll be able to choose 8 seeds per level instead of 7. Sure. All right. So yeah, there's some apple stuff. But yeah, I do really hope that whatever cross-pollinated it was another apple and not like, you know, a crab apple or something like that. Just do something like that. I don't need the squash. Oh, well, may as well choose it here anyway. Though, if it was a crab apple that crossed with it, then the result here would be an apple crab, is what the term is for an apple crossed with a crab apple. Because then it's no longer an apple, it's no longer a crab apple, it's an apple crab. And I've tried tastes of a few apple crabs before at, like, fruit festival events. And they're typically pretty good. Like, you have, like, some sweetness mixed with a little bit of tartness that comes from, like, the crab apple parent. So, even if this was crossed with a crab apple, it might still be kind of good. You know? Might just be the case. I mean, Red Wonder apples are already kind of medium smallish, so if it was crossed with the crab apple, it might end up being, like, really tiny. So I would be a little bit concerned about the size. mean, I guess it depends on the Red Wonder. The Red Wonders that this came from weren't super big, but I've seen, like, Red Wonders at Fruit Festival stuff, and they've been, like, medium-sized, smaller sized. Mini games unlocked. Oh my god. Okay, crap, man. Didn't even finish my sunflowers, damn it. Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out what I have and I haven't done yet here. Crap, I am missing out on so much sun, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, crap, man. Nope, please. This is genuinely really taxing. Playing this game like this. This is, oh boy. Not even where I wanted to put that, but okay. Okay. Do something like this. Jeebus. Here we go. Get a little bit of symmetry going on here at least. Whoops, I keep on hitting that to cancel. Dang it. Don't worry, it's fine. They got it over there. Three-peater. I hate the three-peater. Because the top lane is always going to be screwed a little bit more than the others. Just because, like, it's not like there's one from the bottom that loops around or the top that loops around to the bottom. So, you know, shoots peas in 3 lanes. You put it in the top row. This top pea shooter does nothing. Put it in the bottom row. This bottom one does nothing. So, I never really used the three-peater. I'm not a big fan of it. But yeah. What have I all missed here? Also, speaking of really dumb American things and plants, farmers are not legally allowed to keep some of the seeds for replanting because of the seeds being patented with their specific cross-pollinations. Oh, man. Making farming basically non-profitable for no real reason besides capitalism. Yeah, there do be that. That's a similar thing with, like, Haskaps here in Canada, where it's like, you buy Haskaps from sellers that need to get, like, permission from the University of Saskatchewan who bred these specific Haskap varieties, and you're not supposed to propagate Haskaps on your own. You're supposed to get permission from the University of Saskatchewan. Get, like, a license from them or something like that that says, like, yep, you can go ahead and propagate them. I've already propagated some, and it just happens naturally as well. Like, I go to weed in the spring under my Haskap plants, and I just see little Haskap sprouts, and it's like, why throw these out when I can instead just dig them up and give them out to people who want, like, delicious fruiting berry bushes and stuff. But, technically, it's, technically not supposed to do that. Do be the thing here. I'm not using the three-peater, screw that. Yeah, like, I get wanting to protect their intellectual property when they put in, like, all this work towards, like, crossbreeding these specific varieties that have all these, specific traits. I should patent my red tree, man. You know, I took the work to grow this from seed, a brand new variety of apple tree. Imagine your parents patenting your chromosomes. Yeah, you have a significant other that wants to have a kid with you. Sorry, that's gonna be patent infringement. We're gonna be taking you to court for that, for our patented chromosomes. There's so many things wrong with our system, it's not even funny. Don't get me started on forced arbitration. That's what this sounds like. Yeah, it really is, really do be the case there. It, yeah. So anyway. Don't be blabbing on me. But I've grown Haskap plants. Some of my seed-grown Haskap plants are probably gonna start producing fruit next year. One of them flowered this year, but I either didn't fruit, or the birds beat me to the fruit. Next year, I hope to actually get, like, some fruit. Whatever. What's that? Okay. Cover this lane for now, I guess. Damn it! Nope. Cover a lane that's not already covered, I think. my god. Man, if I ever put this as, like, footage for, like, some sort of video essay or something or other, people are gonna think that I sped up the footage, when this is legitimately just how I'm playing the game. Oh, crap, man. So much friggin' sun, and I can't spend it fast enough. Really munching there, it looks like. Holy crap. I don't have defenses here. Whoop, I keep on doing that, trying to cancel. Damn it. Uh-oh. Damn. This is really hard, man. Crap, I did not set up anywhere near enough defenses in my water rose here, did I? Oh, man. Uh-oh. Didn't even need that. That was fast. Oh, man. Yeah, if you want to get your human eugenics fix, you gotta play Fire Emblem. Yeah, that. Remember that the guy who managed to make insulin patented it and made sure it was as cheap as possible, and some company bought the patent and hiked the price up 100-fold? Yeah, that's kind of the world we live in there. Despite what the laws say, eugenics is still legal, but when it's humans is when we care. Yep. You're not wrong. You are not wrong about that. Ronia's backyard. This is the most intense I've ever felt playing Plants vs. Zombies before, I legitimately think. Like, oh my god. It's, certainly something, man. Just do this. I'm mostly using the squash in the water anyway. I'm cheating a little bit. I planted a thing before setting it to 2.5 times speed. Okay, that should be enough distance. Should be enough coverage there. Here, immediately plant something long-term next. Why not? Nom nom. Man. Don't forget this row. Do not forget it. That's not gonna happen in time there, is it? Crap. That works. Do not neglect this row until it's too late, like before. Do not. Man. Okay, yeah, get mad and stuff there. Hey, Jeebus, man. Come on. My hand is gonna be so sore by the end of this whole thing. Let me tell ya. So friggin' sore. Like, my god. Keep on clicking the wrong things, doing the wrong stuff here. Okay, it's under control now, I think. It's under control here now. My brain feels like it's getting fried. Honestly. Like, it really feels that way. Okay, well, this is what it's come down to now. I could have sworn I clicked the shovel, damn it. I'm gonna go bug-eyed playing this game is what's gonna happen to me. Honestly. That is exactly what is going to happen here. Hey, look at this. Beautiful. Look at this sight. Look at what I've created. Dave's car key. Now I can visit Crazy Dave's shop. You found my car key. You know what that means. Crazy Dave's 20 Dickies is open for business. Have a look, see if you can find somebody you like. Yeah, the pool cleaner, the rake there. Take the first zombie that steps on it lasts for 3 levels. I have 1k there right now. Extra seed slot is 20k from here. Dialing P and Twin Sunflower, 5k each. And then, wasn't there sound effects in the original game for going previous and next? Is there just not in this? Oh, I need to take a break from looking at that there. Of course you feel intense. You're playing PvZ at 2.5 times speed while we're talking about things that some people could take politically. Because there's going to be some corporate glazer who thinks the seed thing is fair market or something. I mean, this literally is political discussion. So, I mean, yeah, this is a real controversial Twitch chat I was looking for earlier. Man, the music in this game is really good. Yeah, it definitely is. It would have been cool if it had, like, a proper remaster and they brought Laura Shigihara back on. Legendary composer, by the way. Much respect for her there. Oh, your hand is going to be sore, you say? Did you all see that NVIDIA, a company that makes AI hardware and graphics cards, now has a market cap larger than the country of Germany's GDP? I think you're misreading that. That's extra seed slot, is what that is. So, like, you can take more plants each time you come in. But yeah, what do you think about the zombie process? Sometimes it makes them come out real mean. Defend your sins! Uh-oh. Oh. Come on. There, do that, how about? Do this, maybe. I don't know, man. Something like this-ish. I don't know. My goodness, man. Just... I'm getting so many cherry bombs. I don't know what the heck is going on with my pea shooter stuff. I started playing them forward initially. Because I was like, oh, I'll get things better than pea shooters. And then I remembered, no, I don't. Look, I win now anyway. Is the case. Just wait for them all to properly come in here. Look. There. Jalapeno. But yeah, I was like, yeah, EA would do that, but that's still bullshit. Yep. Dude, these zombies are so small. Like, how are they getting that brains when they can barely come up to my belly button? And I'm only 5'11". That's right. Destroys an entire lane of zombies. Nah. I'm okay, I think. Oh, never mind. That makes sense there. I mean... I don't know. I'm getting so much friggin' sun anyway. So, like, whatever, man. Sure. I want to drive a Zamboni, don't we all? Don't we all? Look, there I am cheating again. Okay. Come on. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'm gonna sleep well tonight, I think, probably. You know? That's what it's certainly feeling like here. Just wait until we get Torchwood, then we'll really be cooking. Is that gonna be in time there? I sure hope so. 'Cause I really don't know. Hell yeah, it is. I gotta start placing shit down. Should have placed the walnuts down earlier. They take a little while to charge up. After all. I missed that coin, didn't I? Do not neglect this road. Do not neglect this road. What am I doing? I'm freaking neglecting this road, damn it! Shit! This is actually really messing with my brain, I'm gonna be honest. Like, for real. This, oh my god. Oh! Man. Jeez. I can't collect that bit of sun for the life of me! My left index finger is getting so sore. This is coming down to me just essentially spamming left click. It's just hovering over the right things at the right moment as best I can. I don't even need it there anymore, but I need it for symmetry! Damn. Sometimes people ask me if I have OCD. Just think faster. Yeah, that's right there. Broken asleep at 2.5 times speed. Yeah. Just think faster. Boy. This is... Yeah, this is actual batshit insanity. Is what this is. Let me tell ya. Sure. Sure. I don't know. Cheating again. As I do. You know me. Okay. Just in case of Zambonis is what that really is. That little defense mechanism right there. Quite frankly. Honestly, in terms of meta, chompers really aren't that good. But, like, you know. Man, I love the music of Plants vs. Zombies. Preemptively get these out here. I need tires to be popped if it comes down to it. That's why they're going in the first row instead of right against the wall, and that way we do more DPS against zombies that actually come up. That's my reason for that. Shit. Damn it! Just think faster! Just think faster! Can you tell I'm losing my mind here? This is what I get being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play every game on this channel on the hardest difficulty. This is what's gonna be the hardest difficulty for Plants vs. Zombies. Ah, this is a good idea. Man. Gotta process. There's so much information going through my head. Like, I haven't felt the need to process this much information in time, like, at a time in a video game in a long, long time. At least for this long of a duration. Like, if I'm playing something like, say, Ghost of Yote, for example, I'm surrounded by a bunch of guys. Like, of course I'm gonna have a lot on my plate and, like, you know, be stressing out with a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. But, you know, that's very brief in the moment. And then I have a break and, you know, we have balance to the force here. But with this is just constant craziness until I beat the level, at least, I guess. That's what this truly is. You know. Give me that coin. Prioritize the coins, because with this kind of setup, I'll probably win no matter what anyway. So just take the coins that I might not get otherwise anyway. I'm going bug-eyed. This is actually hurting my brain and my right hand. This is my problem wrist here that I've been, you know, has been slowly getting better over the past month this year. I still have a little dirt stain on this blanket on my lap from my red tree here. That's okay. It's for my red tree. Yeah, coins. I need to take a breather between levels. Oh god, we might need an epilepsy warning for the storm level. You might be right, actually. Just think faster. Be trying to understand anything past, like, 5th grade math. Oh, man. Well. Yeah, I think it will. I think you're right, honestly. Oh. This is the good Halloween stream, isn't it? Uh-oh. Do I realistically need chompers? Because I'd rather just have more of these and then Torchwoods anyway. Jeez. My eyes are starting to, like, throb. I don't know, man. Grab those guys. Something or other. Oh, I was wondering why I was so slow there. But I'm actually going to lose my mind playing this. Here I was saying that I haven't played an actual horror game for Halloween in many years. Well, what's this then? You know? Crap. Is that going to be in time? It's going to be calling it a little close. You realize. Okay. I don't know why I'm going to that second row there. There isn't, like, a specific reason for it. Instead of just, like, back row or something like a normal human would do. But I'm being a weirdo today, I guess. Crap. Wasn't even the spot where I wanted to plant that, honestly. At least you spend that there. Crap. I have so much sun, and I'm not spending it, dang it. Coins. I'm missing the coins, like, all the friggin' time here, man. You've gotta be kidding me. I might have to double walnut the water. This is what I might just have to do. Maybe. Freaking what the hell, man? What have I done here? Whatever, they go through my sunflowers and not my actual defenses, so it's fine. This is... I'm losing my mind. This will make for a very good part of Can You Beat Plants vs. Zombies at 2.5 times speed video. It really will, won't it? Oh, man. Is that what I should call part 1 to get the clicks here? Or just turn like next video essay into, as I was mentioning before, just turn next video essay into a video essay on Replanted here, but just give it a title like that. Because those types of titles do get clicks. So one of my favorite ones is, I forget what the, do the video essay. I forget what the YouTuber's name is, but there's a YouTuber that really knows how to break Soulsborne games. And so he does these videos where he's like really breaking the Soulsborne games. But the way he puts the titles is really funny, and the way that he phrases it is like, can you beat Bloodborne normally? And then, you know, proceeds to like break the game in two. But just the idea, can you beat this game normally is I don't know why, that just really cracks me up. Baron's Castle. Okay, yeah, that. I know exactly who that is. I was thinking of doing an actual Can You Beat video. Yeah, I mean, can't always do that. Just put it in my video essays playlist because it'd be a more highly edited thing. I don't know. I'm entertaining the idea right now, but like, I don't know if it'd be anything actual serious or not. It is a funny idea, though. I do admit. That is admittedly a really funny idea. And in the modern YouTube landscape, probably legitimately would get a lot of clicks. Like, as stupid as it is. As stupid as modern YouTube is. Oh, man. Though, if I think realistically, if I saw a video titled, like, can you beat Plants vs. Zombies at 2.5 times speed? There's a pretty good chance I would click the video. Like, if I'm just thinking realistically here. So I can call YouTube stupid. But yet I participate in it, you know. Shit. That was not exactly the cheapest option. Form of defense there, but whatever, man. I cannot even imagine what I'm going to be dreaming of tonight in terms of, like, I am just going to have Plants vs. Zombies on the brain. Why do I keep going in that second row? I think I still have in the back of my mind me putting snow peas in the furthest back one. That's probably the reason why. And I haven't, like, corrected my brain here yet. I think is what's happening. But yeah, at this, like, midway point, World 3 is definitely where I'm really starting to feel it, Mr. Krabs. Let me tell ya. I am definitely feeling it here. I put that in the wrong friggin' spot. Normally on normal speed, I would just put like a lily pad down so that they jump over that as like a trash thing. But I can't think that fast. Is the thing. So like, it's not happening. Putting a lily pad down to block them. Coins, please. Oh. That is not where I specifically want to put that. Or that. Stop! Stop! Whatever, at least you jumped the lily pad there. You're not gonna eat that in time, so just, like, put that down. Fix this really quickly. Yeah, the explosion. Love how they explode. Shit! Oh my god. Ah! Ugh. 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 Oh, man. Ugh. The Can You Beat format is just a gateway drug into the challenge run community, which is amazing because I love the challenge run community. Speaking of wacky video game challenges, I can confirm that it is possible to beat Fire Emblem Awakening without ever using a promoted unit. Yep, I very much believe that. Started the challenge a couple of years ago, then stopped, then picked it back up right before the Final Fantasy Tactics remake came out. Yes, the entire game is possible, but not deathless. The final chapter is too much. It requires too much RNG. I'm sure the whole game is possible with people with enough patience there. That's a good idea, actually. God, man. I wasn't expecting there to be a speed up feature when I went into this. Now, here we are doing this. Content is only good when you aren't suffering. True. Oh, man. Hello, we heard you were having a pool party. We think that is fun. We'll be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. I'm not looking forward to the roof where I'm gonna have to, like, double up every friggin' action I do. That is not gonna be fun.
Squadala, we are off.
We truly are. Now is when it's gonna force me to use 3 Peters whether I want to or not. You get the most bang for your buck putting it in that row. Here, go really ham there. Sure. Start putting some ones here. Maybe I actually want to go further up. Maybe I changed my mind. Okay, I gotta use some of these anyway. Just put some stuff down. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go with these slots. This is what I'm actually gonna do here. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. I gotta get rid of these things, man. Uh-oh. Coins, please. Man, how has that squash still not been used? Oh, somebody bugged out there a little bit. Oh my god. Give me these coins. That's what's really important here. I think it just took enough damage to explode there, funnily enough. Here, just like do this or something. I don't know. They're just being destroyed so dang fast. That's all that's going on here. No spikeweed required. Give me these coins. My goodness, man. Look at all... I forgot about bobsled zombies. Look how many of them there are. But yeah, the top and bottom rows are definitely going to be the least defended. For obvious reasons here. So, like, put some stuff there. Coins before they vanish. They're going to keep on vanishing, man. There's so many bullets on screen. It's like World War I. So many projectiles. Man, I do enjoy watching some streamer game suffering once in a blue moon. Yeah, definitely getting some of that here. You got a new plant, sea shroom, aquatic plant that shoots short-range spores. I am not looking forward to the fog. Oh, man. You thought I was gonna say Toho, but I didn't. Gotta keep you guessing. We could get some bad apple playing. Thank you about Toho. Aquatic plant that shoots short-range spores.